Tanzania tests modern electric trains while Zimbabwe fires train drivers for video rot. Family, this is the disaster that we are under. You remember just yesterday we were looking at that locomotive that looked like a scotch cut from some village deep down in Chikwalakwala. That is supposedly a National Railways of Zimbabwe train that was moving where there was literally no road. You remember, the videos have been all over, the videos have been trending. And like I was saying yesterday, Mnangagwa has decided to fire those drivers of the trains. Instead of fixing the problem, they decided to fire those drivers. Why fire them? Because you are exposing our rot, you are exposing our incompetence, you are exposing our corruption. We don't want anyone who talks about it. And yet, when we look at the life of the people, especially these drivers and the workers of these locomotives, they are in danger because anything can happen to them at any time. It is very, very sad that ZANU-PF and Emmerson Mnangagwa are dicing with the lives of Zimbabwean people, because this is what we have already, the third or fourth train that is derailed and killed people. The last time, I think it was about 3 workers who died who were in that locomotive. And what we are saying here is ZANU-PF must protect the workers. A good government must put safety for its workers. When a machine is no longer in that good condition, it has to be gotten rid of. But they don't do that because of corruption. They are stealing from the parastatals. They are stealing from every government company or entity or enterprise. And what happens at the end of the day? Nothing moves. Everything is a disaster. And when it is exposed and it is shown out to the whole world, somebody will come and fire those people. Very, very unfortunate. And yet we have a country not very far from us, another African country like us, who are already testing their modern electric trains. That is Tanzania for you. It's already advanced in terms of the technology in their railways. But what is wrong with us? When you look at the riches of Tanzania, it's not as rich as Zimbabwe is. Tanzania is far in terms of competition with Zimbabwe in riches. Zimbabwe is one of the most richest countries in Africa. And yet we are failing to come up with the infrastructure that is, competitive, an infrastructure that is attractive, that is also classic, that shows who we are as a nation. But alas, we have a rogue government, a mafia government, a government of dealers and thieves, and they continue to steal and they pull down the country. We need to continue to demand for freedom. We need freedom in our country, freedom, economic freedom, and we need freedom of social freedom. We need freedom of speech and association, freedom to vote or to outvote anyone, any politician, any powerful person must be removed at one point through the normal process of the ballot. And that is a Zimbabwe that we want, not this status quo that ZANU-PF has created in our country. That is unacceptable, and we don't want to see that happening. So I just want to show you the video of Tanzania and how they are already testing their bullet trains, their electric trains, the modern one. It is really very, very embarrassing for Zimbabwe. And we say kudos for Tanzania for doing this. This is a very good development. So I just want you to have a look.
Trains. Yes, you have read it right. Tanzania is testing her electric trains. Yes, you have read it right. Electric trains. Currently, Tanzania is constructing the longest electrified standard gauge railway, SGR, in Africa, connecting the port city of Dar es Salaam and other interior cities of Tanzania and neighboring countries of Burundi, Congo, and Rwanda. In this video, I was invited to be among the crew that was testing the electric train from Dar es Salaam to Dodoma, the capital city of Tanzania. And as you know me, the explorer, I cannot leave my fellow explorers behind. So let's test this electric train together from Dar es Salaam to Dodoma. Subscribe to this channel, like and share this video as quick as you can. This is the Tanzania train station of Dar es Salaam city, that is found just near the city center of Dar es Salaam at the station area. The architecture of this building was inspired by the Tanzanite mineral shape that can be only mined in Tanzania. Guys, this is the train station, Tanzania train station, as you can see. I do not need to talk much. You can see by yourself. I will make an exclusive video about this train station later. Just subscribe. We are going to test it if it's going to fall. As if you are not moving. As if you are not moving, I'm telling you. Which is nice actually. And now we are going to the station now. After I think 8 minutes. Just 8 minutes from the restaurant. So you can see Uruguru Mountains somewhere there. Uruguru.
So I think you can go and watch the whole video. You can find it on YouTube. It is very, very interesting what is happening in other countries while we continue to go round and round because of ZANU-PF. Just imagine, just a country that is very far. You can go by bus, imagine, from Zimbabwe, but we are failing totally. Just look at the railway station itself, how it looks, and check the railway station that we have in Zimbabwe. Very, very sad and very pathetic. I'm telling you, ZANU-PF is a big curse to Zimbabwe. And the family, we really need to continue rising up to demand the freedom of the Zimbabwean people. We really need to continue praying for this country, for the intervention of God in Zimbabwe, so that change comes, change happens. Change is needed like yesterday in Zimbabwe, because we are going nowhere. We are being pulled back, and we are one of the less developed countries around because of what ZANU-PF is doing. So we really need to stand up, to rise up, to make sure that we demand the freedom of the Zimbabwean people. We continue to move. We continue to say enough is enough to ZANU-PF, because look at what is happening. These are just ordinary African countries and African politicians. What is so special about Tanzanians that cannot happen in Zimbabwe? What is so special about Dar es Salaam that cannot happen in Harare? The only difference is the mentality of the people that are in leadership. We just had wrong leadership in Zimbabwe from day one. From 1980, these people were never supposed to run Zimbabwe. These were guys that were in the war. They were supposed to just come and all go to the military, and politicians, technocrats, were supposed to take over the country and run this country professionally. Unfortunately, it's not happening, and this is where we find ourselves in. And a said development. So this is one of just the updates that I was giving you on this day, is we continue to be giving you more and more updates. So stay tuned. I'm going to be coming at times with a live show and at times with updates on both channels, Chatufa Television Production and this very platform. So keep watching out. Do not go anywhere. We are coming with more information. Thank you so much, family, for joining me on the show. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and also put a comment. Just say hello, Chatufa. It's enough. It helps the channel so much. You can never imagine how much it pushes the algorithm of the channel. Otherwise, we'll meet in many other shows. Thank you very much. More shows are coming. Stay tuned.